Hello, everybody. You are watching The Main Viewer. You know that. We know that. Melissa's unsure, but she doesn't believe anything that she reads, which is smart. We're going to talk about so many really cool things. We're going to talk about the Voyager documentary and the update therein. We're also going to be talking about Cruise Trek. What's that? You mean Star Trek The Cruise? No, we mean Cruise Trek. We're going to talk about the Orville, Strange New Worlds. There is absolute madness going on in the Twitterverse right now, you guys. If you're on Twitter, run. Unless you like to see pretty cool stuff, then stick around and look at all that kind of stuff. We also have Lolita Faggio here joining us today. She was a script coordinator for all the Star Trek series that you love. She's currently a producer on To the Journey, which is the Voyager documentary that everybody knows and loves. How are you, Lolita?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry that I'm not seeing all of you guys, but next time. I'm in the process of getting ready to go on Cruise Trek, so my hair is crazy. I'm just nuts, and but I'm glad to be here.
She's calling in from the office, everybody. She's jumping in last minute just to give everybody an update because she's a superhero. Melissa Longo is also here wearing a Walking Art Made by Melissa shirt.com.
Hello, how's it going?
Muhammad, I think I interrupted you, but he's the Dean of Arts and Sciences at Duke University, occasional Star Trek advisor, thumbs up champion of 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, and 2019, Dr. Muhammad Noor.
Hey, pleasure to be on The Main Viewer. What I started to say is I missed the chance when Lolita was talking for the people on screen. I should have started moving my lips like I was her.
Fun.
Missed the chance, though.
That's pretty good. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel is here as well. She's our resident web crawler. She's an associate producer on The Seventh Rule, and she is the thumbs up runner-up the year they only had two people. Anne-Marie Siegel is here.
Second prize in a beauty contest of two people in Monopoly. Hi, nice to see everybody. Good thing I got a manicure if I'm doing thumbs up.
My name is Ryan T. Husk, and my thumbs up joke was bested by Anne-Marie's. All right, so let us talk to everybody here very quickly. We got a lot of people join us. We have Thomas Irvin, one Trek fan. Hello, Glenn Iverson, Linda Anderegg, Chuck A. Luke is here. Not that Luke. Luke Neville Bond. Kimber Spores is here. Anne-Marie's in the live chat doing double duty. Just Rosie is here. Wow, lots of you. May Borello. My live from Tokyo. Hello, hello. Lunar is here. Hawkeye Haven. All right, so let's have some fun. Matt Boardman, welcome. Welcome to the show. Good to see you, J.R. Poole. All right, so first and foremost, Lolita, the Voyager documentary. What's going on?
Well, we've got a lot of exciting news. We finally have started shipping out all of the fulfillment. Beautiful, wonderful swag bags and t-shirts and coffee mugs and everything. All of you generous donors and fans have helped us do this documentary, and we really appreciate it. Ryan actually got, I don't know if he can post this, but he has a picture of someone who received their swag bag, and it's all on their desk or their bed or wherever. So it's been a long road for us to get this to you guys, and thank you for your patience between COVID and the marketplace and things not being on the shelves and things not being able to ship. It's a miracle. We've got it all out to you, and hopefully most of you that are going to Vegas will have it all by the time you get there, and you can wear your t-shirts or bring your mugs or your pins and wear it proudly.
Remember those supply chain issues too? We've done so many things, but everybody, here's the picture Lolita's talking about. Clifton Hugh just posted this. He received his swag bag today. Look at all these goodies. Wow, you got a Janeway mug, you got all these postcards, to the Journey box, got the Janeway shirt, got all these pins. Would you look at all that? And it looks glorious.
Beautiful. So yeah, again, you guys, it was a lot. We had to have stuff shipped from China, and we didn't know if we were going to ship it on a boat or if it was going to come by air, and the supply chain issue was a real problem. But we did it, and we did it for the love of you, and you all donated for the love of Voyager, and we really appreciate it. So wear those shirts proudly, and whoever's coming to Vegas, please make sure you come and say hello to me over the weekend.
And everything's looking really good. We've been able to look at this stuff for the last few months, looking at all the pins and the buttons and the shirts and all that. And we've been so excited to get those out to everybody. And now finally, we're not going to be the only ones thinking these are amazing. Other people can finally look at these things and wear them. And you can sip your coffee from the replica Janeway coffee mug, which is an exact replica, by the way.
And we have tested it, and it keeps everything very hot. So it's a real true mug.
Mohammed, you were the one that seemed the most excited about seeing that picture. Did you enjoy seeing the swag bag picture?
It did look very exciting. I don't remember actually which perks I had signed up for, so I keep thinking like, am I getting that? I hope I'm getting that. Oh, I love that T-shirt. Oh, look at the mug. Oh, there's so much good stuff.
And the postcards. Oh my gosh, those look amazing.
I love those postcards. What about you, Melissa?
Me. It's great.
Yes, Longo.
It's great. I'm getting that shirt. So
that Janeway shirt will look good on you.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Mohammed, I just checked. You are also getting not just the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. You are getting those postcards coming your way as well.
Yes.
Awesome.
And magnets.
And magnets.
The magnets. I think I got the magnets on the cruise. I got those on the cruise, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say check for my blood because there might be some.
Oh, I can genotype you.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I was going to tease Lolita when she said the thing about being a long road. I was going to say it's been a long road getting from there to here.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too.
Anne-Marie, I think you're getting the Janeway shirt too, right?
Oh, you know it. Oh my gosh, I'm already like, ooh, how am I gonna Project Runway it to make it my own? Yeah, I'll have to get out my fabric scissors before Vegas. I can't even.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm excited for all the T-shirts. Hopefully, maybe I'll get one of each if I know someone. Like myself. No, I'm excited to wear them in Vegas. It'll be a lot of fun. I've kind of resigned myself to this year in Vegas. I'm not taking any fancy outfits. I'm just going to wear Voyager documentary T-shirts.
So, like this one.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Like that one.
That's the best commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody at home, when you get your goodies, make sure to, do an unboxing video if you'd like, or a picture, and go ahead and post it in the Voyager Documentary Facebook group or tweet it at Voy Documentary. That's VOY Documentary, because we want to see it. We put a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of effort, especially our good buddy, the editor-producer of our group, along with Joe Kornbrot, but Luke Snalem has put in a lot of work packing those swag bags, especially because he had a very specific look that he was going for, and he absolutely nailed it. So if you're opening a swag bag, give an extra thanks to Luke Snalem for that.
Yeah, he knocked it out of the ballpark. Absolutely. He had a vision of the box, exactly how everything would fit in the box, and it was perfect.
Yeah. He's like, nobody touched this. Sorry, go ahead, Mom.
No, please. It'd be nice if while people are hoping they show their reactions too. Don't just show the stuff, but like show you going, things like that right next to
I've
it.
seen in the Unimatrix Zero group on Facebook, people already commenting that they're planning their reaction videos. I saw
perfect.
Angie Long and Carly Shibby especially were like, ooh, we're totally making reaction videos, and they also forgot what exactly they ordered. So I'm like, I can't wait to watch all of those.
Oh, that's
fun. Because it's been so long since everybody ordered stuff that it's actually kind of cool that it's taken longer than we thought, because people don't remember. So it's like Christmas morning, right?
Yes. And all the adrenaline of trying to get in on the early parts of that Indiegogo opening. I couldn't even remember exactly what I got. So I'm like, I don't want to look because I want to be excited.
When was it? I don't really remember. Was it March? I'm trying to remember
March?
when-
First
Yeah,
one?
March to April, May of last
April.
year.
Okay.
So also real quick, a bit of housekeeping. Everybody, if you don't receive your physical perks from the Voyager documentary by, say, September, it's probably going to be one of two reasons. Number one is because what you're missing is the DVD Blu-ray combo pack. Those are not going out until the film is completed. So if that's the only thing you ordered, you're not going to receive that yet. If you ordered a bunch of other stuff, that's going to be missing from what you ordered. But it bears repeating. That's going to be a while. You're not going to get the DVD combo pack. That's going to be in the next round because the film is not yet completed. But right now, everything else is going out that is a physical perk. The other reason you may not have received something is because you did not do your backer kit survey. And that's less than 2% of you. It's like 1.5% of you have not completed this survey. And that is where you confirm your address. So it actually won't let us ship things out until we have your address, locked in and confirmed. So please go to Backer Kit and make sure you receive that. If you don't know how to get it, just go to any of the updates on the Voyager documentary on Indiegogo. Go to the Voyager documentary campaign from Indiegogo, look at the updates tab, and in every one of those updates, we'll have a link where you can get your Backer Kit survey. So make sure you do that, because otherwise we're all going to be very sad in a month when you say, where's my stuff? And we're going to be like, you have to, it's just a 30-second survey. Anyway, that is, it's very important. Everybody else, you're going to get your stuff real soon.
All the untrained ones go to the Kazon.
There's a question here in the comments. If you missed getting the perks the first time and you thought you had ordered something and you didn't, is there a way, is anything still open to get more perks on
Yes.
Indiegogo?
Excellent question. Also on Backer Kit, we have the Backer Kit pre-order page where you can get the mug, you can order the DVD Blu-ray combo pack, you can get pins, all kinds of stuff. Right now, we have closed it right now temporarily, just so we don't get it confused with this batch of things that we're sending out. Once we send everything out, we'll reopen it probably in like a week or something. And so that, again, is same place on Backer Kit on Voyager documentary.
The number one comment I see is there a way to get the mugs still? So,
Same answer.
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Lolita's going to be drinking from her mug like tomorrow. We checked, hers is arriving tomorrow.
Yay, I can't wait. I'm getting a swag bag. Woohoo!
All right. So moving past that, Lolita, you also conducted many, many, many of the interviews that we are almost done shooting. We're almost done with those interviews. You conducted some of those interviews without getting into any specifics so that there are no spoilers at all. How happy are you with these interviews and what the stuff that we're getting?
My God, I'm overjoyed with them. So we are almost through interviewing people, both the actors and behind the scenes people.
Yeah.
And I probably interviewed, of what we have done so far, I probably did 90% of those interviews, 85% of those interviews. And it's been amazing because so many of us have not seen each other in 25 whatever years. And to reunite over doing something like this has been just an
Feels so
emotional, wonderful roller coaster. We did, as you all probably know, last summer, we did a year ago in June, we did a week in Los Angeles where we shot for 7 days. And we probably interviewed anywhere from 6 to 7 people a day. And that was such an amazing time because people would come in, whether they were actors, producers, PAs, production assistants at the time when we were shooting Voyager. There was so much laughter and tears and reminiscing. And it's been an incredible journey to do this on a personal level for me because I lived through all of it. And just to see people reacting to the show that many years ago has been really amazing. I think the highlight really for me so far, I've loved interviewing everyone, but for me to have the very quick 30 minutes that I had with Kate Mulgrew was unbelievable, because she was so gracious, and she knows me, and she kept calling me by name, and we had the most amazing 30-minute interview. And you guys will see, I'm sure, all of that in the documentary. But everyone's been great. Robert Beltran, we had an unbelievable turn of events during the interview where he started talking about his high school drama teacher, and it's been wonderful. It really has. It really has.
It's really cool how people really show up. They come to play, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they show up and they're ready to just open up and just tell you whatever you're asking, whatever you need to know, whatever we want to hear.
Absolutely.
They whether they have 30 minutes or 2 hours, they show up ready to
give,
to be open, to give.
Yeah, and some take 6 hours, by the way, like Garrett.
We'll cut that out. Good thing this isn't live.
No, Garrett is one. No, it was a good thing. I mean, we had Garrett for 5 hours actually. So no, it's all been great. Yeah,
Garrett's been awesome.
Yes, he has.
Okay, so we're all very happy with that. It's looking good. And then our two main editors, Luke and Joe, are going to have their hands so full looking through all of those hours and hours and hours and hours of footage and whittling it all down. I don't envy that, but
I can't even imagine that job. I can't even imagine that job at all. That just is mind-boggling to me. I give any editor so much credit. I can't even imagine.
Galenda in the live chat says, let the algorithm know you're awake and hit that like button. You are so right, Galenda. Please make sure you hit the like button on this video and subscribe, because it's free and it helps us very much. So Lolita, anyway, anything else you want to say about the Voyager documentary before we move forward? Seems like we covered it.
The biggest perk. Sorry.
What's that?
The biggest perk that's still open.
Anne-Marie, thank
You're
goodness
the one who
for
mentioned
you.
it.
Lolita, we're forgetting that the biggest perk is coming up real soon. We're going to be, the Voyager documentary is going to be at Star Trek Las Vegas. Two-pronged answer here. Number one is we have a panel at the 56-year mission in Las Vegas by Creation Entertainment. We have a panel on Saturday. We don't have the exact time confirmed, but that's going to be in the main room, right?
I believe it's 11 a.m. ish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Main room. That's amazing.
So isn't that like it's like a History of the World Part 1 line where it's like the main room, the main room.
I guess I know which day I have to wear my Voyager documentary shirt on.
Yes, Saturday. So anybody that's going to Star Trek Las Vegas, the convention of formerly known as Star Trek Las Vegas, please let us know in the live chat if you are going, and we will see you on Saturday, probably late morning, in the main room. But beyond that, if you want to see us even sooner than that, Friday night, the Voyager documentary is hosting a dinner at a really cool Italian restaurant right across the street from the host hotel, which is Bally's. If you'd like to join us and a slew of Star Trek celebrities, cast and crew, go check out the Voyager documentary on any social media, and you will see that we have linked our events page, and you can go and claim your spot at this dinner, because there are very few spots left. But if you want to hang out with a bunch of Star Trek celebrities, who doesn't? And talk to us and ask us little secret questions about the Voyager documentary that I'm sure will tell you all the secrets. Go check that out.
And the food will be really good. Dave Zapone, who is the executive producer and runs 455 Films, he's done a couple dinners here for the DS9 documentary. Food is really good, Italian, great menu. So hopefully you can still come and join us.
He loves to wine and dine the people. He's an Italian fellow, so he knows his Italian stuff. So that's another thing. Everybody, if you like to be wined and dined, go check that out. You can find it at igg.me/at/VoyDocEvents. That's a lot to remember. So just go to Voyager documentary on social media. Anyway, Lolita, in a couple days, you are leaving town. Where are you going?
I am going on cruise trek, not to be confused with Star Trek the Cruise. Cruise trek and sea trek both started about 35, 40 years ago now as Star Trek cruises. And the difference between Star Trek the Cruise, which I adore, I love those people, we've had a blast. And these are, anybody that's been on Star Trek the Cruise knows that that ship turns into a spaceship. Everything is Star Trek. The difference between cruise trek and sea trek is we are a very small portion of the people on the ship. So it's not, the whole ship is not chartered, but we've been having a good time for 30 years. And it's a very small group. We're going right now, the first part of the cruise trek, they have been on a 2-week trek from Amsterdam to Iceland and back for 2 weeks. And then they come back into Amsterdam, and the people that are doing the second part of cruise trek, which is where I'm going, we are going from Bucharest to Budapest on a river.
Wow.
And it's going to be beautiful. It's just a small ship, 100 and something people. I was fortunate enough to go on cruise trek and do the Seine in France, and I've done the Danube in Germany. And this is really, this goes to Romania, Croatia. I had to look up these places. I didn't even know where we were going.
Wow.
So it'll be beautiful. It's the home of Dracula's castle.
Romania.
So yeah,
Wow.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And I think there's 20 of us. And Eric Menyak, the traveler, is the guest.
Nice.
So
Oh,
Eric's a
cool.
good friend. So yeah, I'm finally starting to look forward to it. You know, it's always stressful to get ready to go on a trip. And of course, I come back the day before I have to turn around and go to Las Vegas.
Oh,
So-
life is tough.
Well,
What are
it
they
is a
doing
little
to you?
tough. Sorry.
Does it have programming like Star Trek The Cruise with like panels that people can go watch and things
Yeah,
like that?
no, you know what? We play games.
Okay.
We have, Eric might we'll sit with 20 people. You're just going to sit around and have dinner and talk, basically. My husband, Jim, he's in charge of games. So he's putting together a crossword Star Trek puzzle, and we're going to do Star Trek charades. But other than that, no, it's just really about enjoying the time together.
Nice.
So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, so it's really chill. But I love Star Trek The Cruise. I can't wait until, I don't want the time to fly by until we get on that ship in the end of March. But it's always fun. Always so much fun.
Hey, Anne-Marie, do you know anything about Croatia?
Yes, I'm Croatian. I'm a citizen.
Oh, wow.
Mhm. I'm like,
Well,
I
I'm
know
next one.
about cruise trek. I know. I need to look into this for next year or other years and where they go.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we've gone, literally, I've gone all over the world, and they go all over the world with these cruise treks. So
Amazing.
it's a different, like I said, it's a different kind of cruise. It's not all inclusive of the whole ship turning into a charter, but it's a lot of fun. It's a family, just like Star Trek is.
Mhm.
And my live from Tokyo says, Lolita, the wine in that region makes it worthwhile itself.
Ooh.
Well, yes,
So
and
enjoy.
on these kind of cruises, the short excursions are included. So the
Ooh.
only 3 that we've signed up for, all are wine tasting.
Nice.
So
Wow.
one is in Croatia, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. So everybody in the live chat, we just asked a poll question, which is, are you going to the 56-year mission? And if you're saying, what does that even mean? It's STLV, Star Trek. We all still call it that, but I don't want to,
And even
upset
if you
anybody.
Google Star Trek Las Vegas, it still comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never going to shake that name.
No, because it's so catchy. It's
It's
so
so good.
easy. Star Trek Las
Yeah.
Vegas, easy. Easy. Looks like about 1/3 of the people in the live chat are actually going. That's great numbers. So if you guys are going and you see myself and Lolita and a bunch of other people from our team there, we'll probably be wearing documentary shirts or a sinister sneer. Come say hello. Those of you that already got a spot at the dinner on Friday night, We will be emailing you shortly with more details and information on that. So don't worry about that. You just hang out, check your inboxes every day, and eventually in the next few days, you'll see an email from us with all the information, but you pretty much know most of the information already when you got the perk.
I'm trying to round up more of my actor friends to come. We'll see.
Do you know, actually, this is off topic, but do you know that there's somebody in Strange New Worlds that has almost twice as many followers on Twitter than William Shatner?
It's crazy.
Another actor on Strange New Worlds has almost twice as many followers as William Shatner on Twitter. And Shatner's way older.
Can I ask who that is?
And more the star of my life.
Is it supposed to be a secret or?
No, you want to tell them all?
Paul Wesley, the other Kirk. Because I was like, why this guy keep getting invited to stuff?
Who is that? Anson Mount?
No, Paul Wesley, who's like the
gotcha.
Well, Vampire Diaries were a huge thing.
That's what it is, Vampire Diaries?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like it? Did you watch it, Melissa?
No.
Muhammad?
I mean,
but he's going to 56-year mission too, though.
Yeah, and they're doing shared photo ops, which is also crazy.
So that's
Celia
cool.
Gooding got just announced today, I think.
Saw that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Although, who was it that Raven Dowda just canceled? That's sad. I was looking forward to seeing her. We love her.
There are a few cancellations. Robert Duncan McNeil canceled, and the first area, Sarah Middich canceled.
Oh, Sarah Middich. Well, she was the first Arium, and now she's also Lieutenant Nilsson.
Nilsson, that's it.
On Discovery. Yeah. Oh, bummer. We like her. Anyway, Lolita, we know we only have you for a couple more minutes because you're busy running around all over the place. Do you have any final thoughts or anything you'd like to tell anybody on your way out?
No, I look forward to seeing everybody and anybody in Vegas, of course. I'm always running around, but we will have some To the Journey t-shirts on. And I'm always around in the dealer's room with my actors. And I hope to see so many of you at the dinner on Friday night. We'll have a really looking forward to that. And I just want to thank you all for your support. All of you who've donated to this documentary. It really is mind-boggling, humbling. I can't even put into words what it's like, and I really appreciate it. We all do from 455 Films, and we hope we will bring you a film worthy of all of this. And I know we will. It's taken some time because of COVID and stuff because of COVID, but I appreciate your patience. And I'd love to see you all in Vegas, or if not in Vegas, on Star Trek The Cruise at the end of February. So
yeah, it's looking amazing so far. Very, 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 very happy with it.
Yeah, we will have a couple sneak previews of the documentary in Vegas as well.
What?
If you can believe that.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So
great.
Well, thank you guys for having me. I will let you continue your evening. So nice seeing all of you.
Hello, Lolita.
Thanks, Lolita.
All right.
Talk soon. Thank you, Lolita.
All right. Take care.
Hearing your voice.
You too, honey. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Lolita called Melissa honey, but she didn't call any of us honey.
Yeah, because that's the way I roll.
I thought you rolled like this.
No.
That's a doobie joke. You guys, speaking of the Voyager documentary, before we close that out, after this recording, everybody, I'm going to be shooting over to Paramount. For how cool is it?
Actual Paramount?
How cool is it, you guys, that you are going to be receiving these Voyager documentary perks shipped to you from actual Paramount, where Voyager was shot? They're the Paramount mailroom. Our offices are at Paramount. And we ship them out from Paramount. I just think it's really cool. If you're going to get something that is from Paramount, it says the return address is on Paramount. You're getting these replica, mugs and shirts. I just think that's really cool. So I'm going to be going there later tonight, everybody. And a few of us are going to be knocking some things out. We're going to be cracking some skulls and shipping out a ton of everything. We're going to be igniting the midnight petroleum. If you all know your data quotes.
Amazing.
And it's going to be fun. And we're going to be sending all that stuff out. We got thousands and thousands of things to ship out. And it's all coming your way from Paramount, which I was thinking is just pretty much like the coolest thing. Everybody agrees, I guess. I didn't mean to.
It's amazing.
All right. So I
Sorry,
guess
I
we
just
should
had to
have
go
done this.
over data quotes in my head while you said that. Now I'm like, oh, I need to go watch season 1.
I guess we should have done this before Lolita left, but if anybody has any questions in the live chat, feel free to ask them. If I can answer them, I will. If I can't, I won't.
I saw one earlier that said, will there be a problem shipping to Europe?
No problem at all. We're not going to do it, so it's going to be really easy for us. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no problem at all. Everything's going to be totally fine. The only difference with Europe and international is that it's going to take a little bit longer. So that's why there's some people that are receiving their perks already today, and even yesterday and tomorrow and all that. And some of you, it's going to take, another week or two down the line, possibly, like if you're in Croatia, for example, or if you are in Austria, like our good friend Max Bredenchik and our good buddy Robert Kaiser. Oh, Robert Kaiser's in the live chat. If you ordered anything, Robert Kaiser, might take a little longer going out to Austria. But anyway, other than that, tracking number, Catherine Piles asks, since we have, there should possibly theoretically be a way through BackerKit to get the tracking number. We're working on that. Our good buddy Luke Snalem, who's a genius with IT stuff, is kind of digging deep into that. But if it's not an automatic, obvious thing to do if through your own BackerKit, you can always just email us and say, hey, I'm Catherine Piles. Can you tell me what my tracking number is? And we'll look you up and we'll send you your tracking number. And so that way you can keep an eye on things because we do have access to those for sure.
This is a really good one. Do you have like a kind of time frame for how much advance you'll get for notice what dates the premieres are being shown, like in New York and LA?
Yeah, that one we are going to give a ton of advance notice, but not yet because it's so far advanced that we're nowhere near it. I mean, we still have one more round to shoot of interviews. We've probably got like, I don't know, 90% of it shot, but we still have one more round because people's schedules are very difficult, especially during COVID times and all that. So it's been a challenge. We're almost there, and then there's gonna be the big long editing process with Joe and Luke knocking it out of the park for us. So that's the long way of saying you're gonna get a ton of advance notice, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. We'll be emailing you as it progresses, and then once it gets closer, we'll have an idea and let you know then. So you can have plenty of time to book your flights and stuff like that.
And how is everything shipping? Mail, FedEx, UPS?
That I don't know for sure. I thought it was all going to be U.S. Postal Service, but it seems like there might be additional things to that. So that's an I'm not 100% sure, and so don't quote me, but it will arrive to you. It will come to your porch one way or another. All right.
Are your To the Jardine t-shirts available? The one that you're wearing?
No, but we should. We didn't, I don't know if we want, this was, we did this through Chase Masterson's coalition that everybody loves, Pop Hero Coalition. They were gracious enough to put these together for us. So we haven't mass produced these shirts. This is just something that Lolita hooked up through Chase's coalition so that we could all match, when we did Star Trek The Cruise. And now we're keeping these shirts forever, whether we match or not. But yeah, we may make those available in the future because they look really cool, don't they?
They do look nice.
Yes. Super cool.
All right.
Will there ever be an unedited version?
like 115 hour long
That's what I was gonna say,
documentary.
too.
I know.
Man, oh man. I guess Joe and Luke are going to be watching that. And they're gonna die. They're gonna rip their eyes out. It's super long. They're gonna be, I don't know. I guess that's a question for them. Yeah, they're going to be extras. There's going to be a lot of extra stuff. I don't want to make any promises that we can't predict. But, you know, if you've seen the Deep Space Nine documentary and the documentaries before that, you know that Joe Kornbrot and Luke Snalem do amazing work. I was blown away with the Deep Space Nine documentary before I joined the team. And so I have the utmost confidence that you guys are going to get everything you want and more, except for Dr. Sue V. Gruner, because she wants way too much. How you doing, Sue?
So give it a 10, though.
All right. So I think we can move on. If you guys have more questions, feel free to throw them in. But we also want to point this out very quickly. Check this out, everybody. This was from a website called, see if you recognize this. It's a website called twitter.com.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little rough around the edges, but I think it's going places. So the co-showrunner of season 2 of Star Trek Prodigy, and he's also a writer on the show, Aaron J. Waltke, who is great on Twitter. He tweets, because by the way, everybody, yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday to Aaron.
Happy birthday.
He tweets, today was a rad pizza party birthday with the Trek Prodigy room. Thanks for following. Here's to 20K, because when they reach 10,000K followers, they would get a pizza party, and they're at 10,700. When the Hageman brothers will take us go-karting. Whoa, they're going to go go-karting at 20,000. So here's the picture from Dan and Kevin Hageman of the pizza party. Pizza party check. Thank you everyone for coming out. Congrats for reaching your first 10K followers. Vegas at 100. Jesus, good luck with
I'm
that.
mad at that because I want them all in Vegas now.
Yeah, they should be at Vegas at 10,800.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're currently at 10,000. 716.
I love that they're following 47 people. That's also very fun.
That's awesome.
That is a perfect number, right?
That is perfect.
So then below that, some rascal replied, Muhammad.
Can we read it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
well,
I
actually, you have
said-
to get the one above it because it's out of context without the one above it. So Aaron also posted, our pizza party better be on the front pages of Trek Core and Trek Movie and have special
yeah, right.
segments in their weekly podcast devoted to it. This is breaking news here. So then that rascally guy wrote, also virtual TrekCon's weekly main viewers show. But critical question listeners want to know, was there pineapple on any of the pizza? To which Aaron replied, not this go round, but I'm not opposed. We did have spicy honey, however.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
well, that was a nice shout out, Muhammad. Yeah, that's funny. They're like, check it out, Trek Core and Trek Movie and their weekly podcast. And we're like, hey, we got a weekly podcast and we got you covered. And they're like, whatever. And we didn't have pineapple on our pizza, but we love them anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah.
They've always
They're
been
like-
good to us.
Yeah, they really have. The brothers Hageman have joined us in the past. Aaron Waltke's been amazing for us. And for the Voyager documentary, he joined us on a Voyager documentary away mission. We love Star Trek Prodigy and we love their
Yeah.
writer's room.
Benson sisters were in there too. I saw an Alex Hansen in the front. Yeah.
Right.
And when the main viewer needs to get in on that go-kart
Oh yeah.
excursion.
We might just show up.
All right. So we have a ton of stuff to cover, you guys. I don't know what's going to be first. Maybe it's going to be. Oh yeah, I was going to check. What was the screen grab that you sent me, Melissa? I wanted to look for the original of that on Trek Core.
Oh, from Terry Metallist.
Yeah.
So that's
Wait,
covered in the
no,
whole
no.
article I sent you, if you wanted to see.
No spoilers. Hang on,
Yeah.
but I want to get it straight from the horse's trough.
So
Right.
So yeah, but they actually take his screen grabs of Twitter with links, and then we'll like explain everything they mean. But that's cool
Oh boy, I can't find it.
because he tweets
Maybe
a
they
lot.
took it. Maybe they took it down or something. Anyway, do you want to give us the cliff notes, Melissa?
From Trek Central, they posted
Oh, it's Trek Central. I was looking at Trek Core. That's why.
Right, Trek Central.
There's a lot of dead air there.
Oh, I thought you were continuing to talk. Sorry. They saying that the Enterprise D will be back for season 3 of Star Trek Picard. And Terry Matalas responded simply by saying, nope.
Oh, nope. Wow.
So then he
Nope.
went on to tweet some more, and
Yeah.
Trek Movie actually covered it with a really cool article. They like link, basically he's done like 5 or 6 of these tweets in the past week and a half. And in this one, he goes, there'll be like, you'll see an effing Enterprise. Basically, he said effing a lot, implying that there will be an Enterprise F perhaps, or there'll be an Enterprise F
Oh.
alluded to.
Right.
Is that the one with the 3 nacelles?
I don't know, but it's all like stemming from the San Diego Comic-Con panel where Picard said he didn't remember carpet being on them. So then everyone was like, "Ooh, are we going to see the D again?" But anyway, yeah. So there've been like a few iterations of this, and then Trek Movies started. They're doing some awesome Terry Matalas roundups of his tweets because they're so informative, and he just like slips them in every now and then to people like tweeting about like Worf or the Enterprise D. Like another common one is like Worf's Dominion War.
Yeah.
Like,
And there was
You
an
love the
article
D.
where that said that I'm blanking on his name. How
That's
do
okay.
I
While you're
blank on his
thinking
name?
of that, everybody, what you're seeing right now, because this just cracked me up, is Trek Central says new. Yes, the Enterprise D is back for Star Trek. Hashtag Star Trek Picard season 3. Googly eyes, hand, everything. And then you scroll down, and there you have Terry Matalas saying, "Nope."
And then
they're
if you
also
click on,
aren't
Hilarious.
getting along with Trek Central because of the debacle earlier. But there's also like a tenuous relationship.
if you click on where Gary says, "Can we have a little more context?"
Mhm.
Terry Matalas gives them a little more context.
Ooh,
That's where the
let's check
effing
out.
comes in.
Context is for kings. So yes, he says a little more context. Terry Matalas replies, "It is not what is being reported here. There are many nods to the past, but not what people are expecting based on this. All I will say," and then he continues on to say more. No, I'm just kidding.
But then
So-
he did continue on to say
Fine.
more later.
No,
Yes. So yeah,
impossible.
it's cool. We've already covered this one. Okay, what's next?
Yeah, man. I don't know about the Trek Central drama, but hey, my name's Paul, and this is between y'all, right? That's
yeah,
what we say.
exactly.
That's what we said. Our names.
And I love everyone. Yeah.
I was gonna say, no, your name isn't Paul.
To Paul.
It's been a
All right.
long road.
Yeah. So, boy, we got a lot to cover after all this. Do we have any other questions in the live chat before we move on? I do see a
Good
question, the
question.
Enterprise D question. I don't have the answers for the Enterprise D. I don't know nothing about the D.
Amber Spores is right. She says he's so good at not throwing out spoilers, but still teasing. That is true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's a fun one, you guys. This is totally irrelevant in every way. However, GameRant.com asks, who would win, the Borg or the Dominion? This feels like a very 2010 early Facebook groups question, doesn't
It
it?
totally does.
When people
Yeah.
would be like, who would win in a fight, Data or Worf? And then the next day it'd be like, who would win in a fight, Riker or Geordi? And then it was who. So what do you guys think between the Borg and the Dominion? Mm-hmm.
It's a good
I
question.
I mean, there's a lot of actual news going on. Who's writing this up?
That's
Like,
news.
It's a tough question. I mean, the changelings could be out the Borg because I don't think they could assimilate them. But the Jem'Hadar, they probably just get assimilated, right?
Yeah. the writer says that the Borg would, because the changelings are biological and they don't have as good of weapons and as the founders, and all they would have to do would be assimilate a Vorta and get all of their secrets. But I don't necessarily agree with that. Because they're both hive-minded in groups, but the Dominion was responsible for genetically engineering and creating their own soldiers rather than having to assimilate them. I think that they're a little bit more cunning than maybe the Borg are. I don't know.
Did somebody say punning? So Matt Boardman, everybody, here's a news item. Matt Boardman in the live chat says, I just have a feeling that people are really going to enjoy the next season of Picard. Well, Matt Boardman, to that I reply, I just have a feeling that you know what you're talking about. Something tells me that something tells you this. All right. Well, Anne-Marie, where would you like to go next? I thought that was a fun one. I like these who would win in a battle.
Ryan.
Who do you think would win?
I mean, logically speaking, it should be the Borg because they are basically unstoppable. But as time wore on, like with every show, you create this unstoppable foe that gets stopped in every episode that they appear in. So they become less and less scary. I mean, didn't Voyager defeat them by themselves? Like just a ship of 100 people are like, yeah, but so then it just kind of makes the Borg seem like not as powerful. And whereas the Dominion, I feel like we've seen less chinks in their armor. So theoretically, it should be the Borg by a landslide, but they just seem less concerning nowadays. It just feels like all you need to do is solve a certain puzzle and then you could defeat the Borg. You can just, reboot them, or you could, work out a treaty with them, or you could, whereas the Dominion is like, hey, who knows?
Right. And I feel like they only shared information that the Vorta needed to know. I don't think that they showed all of their cards to the Vorta
That's probably true.
in the way that they operate. So that would only take them so far.
Well said.
So we're going to jump back in the Twitterverse. Somebody here said they hate Twitter. I didn't remember who it was that said that in the live chat, but you're probably a happier person for it. However, you are missing a lot of pretty cool, juicy tidbits in Twitter. Twitter is pretty exciting sometimes.
I definitely had to get it like the day before Picard started season 1 because there was just missing too much news.
This one is from current Discovery showrunner Michelle Paradise, and it reads
from this morning, I believe.
Yeah, that was a great tweet.
What's happening? The Twitter box asks, well, our team is on set right now shooting the scene where stuff happens, and I'm watching the first cut of the season where other stuff happens. It sets up what's shooting today. So there you go. How about you? Woo-wee. That is a juicy morsel.
Big spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
So we know
things
will happen in season 5 of
Yeah.
Discovery, and more things.
It's just
Stuff
really fun
happens.
seeing like Michelle Paradise tweeting from on set again. I don't know. There's always like such a rush when you see people tweeting from on set.
Totally.
I love it.
Anne-Marie, I think you got this other Twitter thing. I don't really understand it, but maybe you could read it for us. What do you say?
Sure. I love all Twitter.
Here it is. It's from Jason.
Oh yes, this
Isaacs.
is fun. Jason Isaacs is like his career. Not that it isn't already like moving very fast paced, but yeah, I think it was announced yesterday. So Cary Grant was trending all over Twitter because Jason Isaacs has been cast to play him in a biopic by like ITV and BritBox. That's going to be a 4-part miniseries. which is a pretty huge deal. And that's a pretty big, I don't know that he's done that much like serious. I know he did I watched some like British murder mysteries that he started. This is
he's been in a lot of things though, from Harry Potter to a lot of other stuff.
That's an iconic role though. Woo!
No, yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I'm skeptical because I love Cary Grant.
Well, I was skeptical too.
And one of my sorry.
He just like made a really good point. I read the article and he was like, one thing to keep he's like reminding himself because also he's skeptical because it's just like such a scary role to take on. But he was like, I keep reminding myself that sometimes Archie, which is Cary Grant's real name, he's like, sometimes Archie struggled to play Cary Grant himself. So I was like, oh, what a beautiful way to like look at playing somebody in a biopic. Super good for him.
Yeah.
So we have another news item for everybody, you guys. And I know what everybody's thinking right now. Slow down, too much information, too much cool stuff. But sorry, that's what happens on this show. There's a lot of information and it comes fast and furious. So this one is for you Orville fans out there, the Orvillians or the banana slugs, whatever you guys want to be called. I like banana slugs, like University of Santa Cruz. So this one is an article from yahoo.com. You may have heard of it. I think it's like the Sci-Fi Wire, which is kind of like a subsidiary of them. I don't really know anything about this stuff. But the title is The Orville Seth MacFarlane on Season 3 Finale, Norm Macdonald's final voice work and Season 4 hopes. Now, of course, we want to scroll down. First of all, shout out to Norm Macdonald, who is amazing, and we love him and we miss him.
Actually, the Orville Twitter account did a really sweet montage of Yaphet, like in memoriam to Norm Macdonald. That's like 30
check
seconds
that out.
if you haven't checked it out.
Everybody check that out. Okay. Let me see, what was I looking for here? There was a Season 4 question.
Part.
What are some, I think that's what it is. Okay, so what are some of the concepts or themes you'd like to explore in a potential 4th season? Dr. Muhammad Noor, would you like to read this one for us?
Sure. Actually, let me mention one quick aside on this. There was Orville is coming to Disney Plus, I think on August 10th or something like that. And there was another article which was related to this one, where Seth was saying that since it's coming to Disney Plus, that raises his hopes that it'll increase the viewership enough that there will hopefully be a Season 4 of the Orville. So
fantastic.
That's a very promising thought. So, but anyway, that connects to this idea so I'll read what this says. That's a good question. The construction of this season took so much care and so much thought from all of us in the writer's room to allow so many threads to coexist and to develop and to have forward progression and to intertwine, and in ways that things didn't get confusing, but still have relatability to one another. It was a lot of fun. We didn't go in with a clear-cut synthesis in our minds of how the season was going to lay out. It was a lot of work to get there. There are plot lines and new developments this season that certainly suggest themselves as possible candidates for expansion in a Season 4. We can certainly guess what those would be. They're pretty obvious. When we sat down to write Season 3, we didn't plan to upend all these alliances, and the Kalon would now be our allies, and the
McClons.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait. The McClons would now be our enemies. Can we keep reading?
Yeah, just the second one.
Sure. That just kind of came about through a willingness to not be afraid of effing with our own universe and not being too precious about maintaining any kind of cemented consistency in the way that you sometimes feel you have to do with episodic television, that everything has to just return to normal. I think anything should be free to be upended at any time, as long as the characters in the show that you love still feel like that show. It's interesting. We've completely flipped everything, but it's still the Orville. It doesn't change the soul of what that show is.
Wow. So.
Spell check.
Yeah.
What's that?
Spell check.
Spell check, yeah. McClons.
Add Mocklins to dictionary.
Muhammad, now, if you want to, just to finish up that thought, I believe you were talking about this article from comicbook.com. Is
Yes,
that the one?
that's where it
okay,
was,
well, let's
exactly.
check that out real quick, because you're right. We should have prefaced it with this one, which
Sure.
is The Orville, Seth MacFarlane reveals season 4 renewal chances, says Disney Plus views could be a game changer. So, Mohammed, you're saying that Seth MacFarlane believes that Disney Plus ups their chances of a season 4, right?
That's at least what he says in this interview with comicbook.com. Yes.
You should know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think the chances are?
He also says that, well, he says the chances are 50-50, but he kind of said like earlier in some of those interviews, on whatever, I'm guessing they all came from the day with San Diego Comic-Con, but he said that, you know, like it's hard, it would be hard for him to fit into his schedule, and it would hard to get like the band back together. So my guess is that they would need to up the pay for everybody to make it like doable, which means they need to have good numbers to get that.
Right, and Disney can't usually afford that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a
Well,
bummer.
he was kind of alluding to that around, a little bit ago, that Disney Plus would be the key to a fourth season. Yeah.
It is nice
Okay.
they're running the reviewership no matter what. I mean, at least more people will get to experience it and love it. So, you know, hope for the best, but you know, if not, they did end on a great note. So if it ends, then at least they ended in a really great spot.
A sharp.
Yeah.
That's a musical joke for everybody out there. So we've got a new poll in the live chat, everybody, before we move on from the Orville. The question is, do you think the Orville will receive a season 4? Let us know. Wow. Right now it's 95% to 5% that say yes. So people are eternal optimists. Okay. What do you guys want to hit up next? We have so much news. We're just going to try to knock it all out.
It's a multiple choice question.
You've got the list.
Yeah, but you guys know what's up here, or at least you guys know what you've seen. All right, let's just throw. Okay, you know, speaking of Star Trek Las Vegas and the big Las Vegas convention, this is from trekmovie.com. Oh no, it's not fun. We must be thinking about
it's already outdated. So already some of the title, like just a new one hasn't been written yet. But basically it's talking about how it's about to sell out. So since this was written Saturday sold out, and even more actors have been added. It's just hard to keep up.
Yeah, tickets almost sold out for the 56-year mission. 130 Star Trek celebrities lined up the big Las Vegas convention. I think Saturday, the general admission certainly has been sold out for days already.
Completely sold out, general and preferred.
I've had sold out for a while. I think those.
Do we know? Is it smaller than previous years, or is it just that many more people are going?
I think it's smaller
venue. Like I counted the numbers of chairs, and it was like 2163. I want to say.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It looked smaller.
Okay.
But yeah, I think also it's super popular.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Ooh, we even have crossouts in this one. This is legit.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
It shows you it's up to date, that they're really just really update. All Saturday passes now sold out. This is up to the minute from trekmovie.com. Well done by them.
One thing I think people may like to know if they haven't been there before is in previous years when you're at the Rio, you're not actually on the Las Vegas Strip. Whereas for Bally's, you actually are. And you're kind of at one end of it, but you are actually on the Strip. So that, I mean, people are going, like, you'll be able to do a lot more things and get places a lot more easily than with the old venue. So it's another incentive.
Also, even if you can't go one day, there have been some days where to be honest, I don't even go inside the convention some of the days because it's like so many activities going on at night. And I'll just be like, you know what, I'll go to the pool for a few hours. But
that is so true. So like everybody right now, if you can get all of the days except for Saturday, just go anyway. And Saturday will be a pool day, or it'll be a catch up on lunches day. Like you have a lunch with a friend, you have a dinner with a friend.
Go on the Strip.
You go on the Strip if you want 110
or
degree
you
heat.
meet people coming up from the convention to go to lunch with you, which is what has to happen to everybody inside the convention anyway.
Just stand out the door like a weirdo. Just be like, hey, what's it like in there? What I can't hear what Shatner's saying. What did he say?
And the creation website actually says a few days they could potentially have some tickets for sale, like at the door, although don't like count on it.
Yeah.
But it's worth checking. And then in addition, if you're on Facebook, Jesse and
Yes.
Marina from Shore Leave, your Star Trek Convention Community podcast, they have groups. And in addition to their unofficial like Star Trek Convention group, there's a buy/sell Star Trek Convention Experiences Las Vegas Mission Tour. That's the name of the group. Just type in buy/sell Star Trek and it comes up. But basically, there's like a slew of posts every day for people looking to buy and also looking to sell.
Can you put that link in the chat if
Yes.
at all possible? And speaking of Marina Kravchuk and Jesse Okendo's podcast, what's it called again?
Shore Leave.
Shore Leave, right? 2 words, not one. I was a guest on their show just a little while ago.
This
Just
week.
released
The show, right?
yesterday. Yeah, so check that out. Go to facebook.com. Check out the Shore Leave podcast. You can also find it in the Star Trek Experiences Facebook group as well. We talk about the upcoming Star Trek convention in Las Vegas. Good stuff there. All right. See, we told you we were going to hammer through a bunch of stuff, you guys.
Emery, I don't think links work from anybody who's
I
not
was
the host.
wondering.
Yeah, I don't
that's
think
what I
like
think
nothing
too.
came up. So
Okay, cool.
if you just put
Oh.
the name of it or something like that, so people can search it, that works.
Yeah. It's,
Okay,
Facebook
Melissa
won't let me
Longo.
copy paste it.
Mhm.
We're going to keep it right here with trekmovie.com. Maybe you could help us out with this one because you may recognize a familiar face from this article. It's our good buddy LeVar Burton.
Oh, yeah.
What's this one about, Melissa?
Well, when he was at MechaCon, and it talks about his experience and what he's looking forward to in the upcoming season of Picard, specifically working with his daughter, Misha. Misha?
Mika.
Yeah, and how exciting it is to explore Picard, and that it's not a reunion. It's going to be something a little bit different. So,
Mhm. So he says, quote, "It was an absolute blast being together again. You guys have heard how close we are, right? When I got married, Brent was my best man. Patrick, Jonathan, and Michael were my groomsmen."
Epic wedding
that's so
pictures.
freaking
Wow.
cute.
Epic 80s wedding pictures.
He says, "We've seen each other through the birth of our children, through marriages, death of parents, divorces. And so the opportunity to be together again and to be together again in spacesuits and playing these characters that we love these people as much as you do. Trust me. And you will see, I'm so proud of us because I think we all look pretty damn good. Not only are we aging and aging gracefully, but we're aging appropriately. And that's not always the case." So that's a fun one. So he's really happy to get back together again with these guys. And dead dog tired when we got there, he says. He looks pretty bad.
I love that poster so much.
Yeah, all those pictures
eyes
of
are
all of
so
them.
cool.
Yeah, the pictures of all of them for Picard season 3 were so good. Like, wow, y'all did well.
Yeah, although I will say I thought that Worf should be gray-haired, not white-haired in 20 years. Because, you know, the Klingons, they kind of start to gray before they go, and they live long and prosper. And I was just like, dude, what happened to him?
Maybe he died.
He skipped the whole silver fox thing and just decided to bleach his hair. Maybe he's a surfer Worf now.
Oh, my dad and my sister started going gray in their 20s, and they're both
Wow.
white hair. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, Worf was already well older, and then it just like in a flash, like turned.
Right.
I wanted to see him looking gray for a while, you know, because we have those Klingons that look gray. I don't think we've ever seen a white-haired Klingon, have
I
we?
feel like core people
Yeah.
like that.
Also like Star Trek 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm. We saw an albino Klingon
It
in
looks
Discovery.
Yeah.
snazzy.
Yeah,
Wow.
it looks awesome though.
Well, and Deep Space Nine, because they went to kill the albino, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. With the 3
What
Klingons from
else?
TOS.
Mm-hmm. That's all true.
I just can't wait to see who Geordi's baby mama is. Oh my gosh, it's driving. I can't even wait. I've been wondering it for decades.
Maybe it's a scandal. It's going to turn out to be Deanna.
You don't think it'll be Leah Brahms, like in All Good Things, like alternate timeline? That's fun, Mohammed. Ooh.
Let's see how everybody's doing in the live chat here. So we have BL, who says a continuation. David Gregory and Robert Kaiser are having an excellent conversation together. David Gregory says, fantastic photo. Robert Kaiser in Austria says, they all look good, but nobody looks as smooth as Worf. Kimber Spore says, stress maybe. Good answer. Good answer. Faith House says, white hair is classy, y'all. So get that squared away. All right, what's up, Hawkeye Haven? Prince Julius is back as well. Welcome back, Prince Julius. Okay. Season 4 of The Seventh Rule is awesome. Chuck A says that is
All seasons of Seventh Rule are awesome.
I think we're still on season 1. Or like episode 180 of season 1. All right. So, boy, Trek movie really dropped a lot of bombs for us here. We got more Trek movie stuff. Do you guys want to talk more about Worf? Do you want to talk about Lower Decks, or you want to talk about Patrick Stewart?
Lower Decks.
Lower Deck. Lower Deck.
All right.
Yeah.
Who wants to cover this one for us? My voice is raspy.
I'll do it.
Beautiful. So this is our good friends at trekmovie.com. The title is Lower Decks Season 3 features bold Emotional Mariner and another Star Trek movie
Yes.
parody. What?
I loved the episode they had in season 1 with all those Star Trek movie parodies. That was hilarious.
Mhm. And if they don't get to it in this article, because like I don't think that Star Trek official had tweeted like this movie poster. Well, I just messaged it to you, Ryan, so we can look at it after.
So I can read the quote from Mike McMahon if you want.
Yeah.
It says, for season 3 of Lower Decks, there's a lot of amazing callbacks to previous Star Trek. A lot of new aliens that you're going to meet. We're going to go to Deep Space Nine for a little bit of an adventure. And I don't think we've told anybody this, but in the first season, we did a big movie parody episode. In the third season, we do a big Star Trek sequel movie parody episode, because everybody knows Star Trek sequels hit differently. I like that.
Muhammad reads these like trailers.
I love this.
It's so good.
You read everything.
So good.
Can you also read Noelle Wells and Don Lewis in their voices?
Sure. In their voices, yeah, I don't think so. Especially Noelle Wells. I don't think I could do a 10D. So Noelle Wells says, also, the show looks even better than it ever has before. Our performances are just so locked in and incredible. The show just gets better and better and better. Meanwhile, Don Lewis, who plays the captain, he's Captain Freeman, and you get to know a little bit more about each of us as individuals, like where we come from, our families, all those kinds of dynamics. And Mariner and Freeman's dynamic has a little bit of a twist, as well as mother and daughter.
Ooh. How about Don Lewis, Jack Quaid, and Mike McMahon?
Okay, I'll try.
But in the voice of Rutherford.
Oh my God. I can't do it. So Don Lewis, everybody has a lot of sides, and that's what we're going to see this season. We're going to see more sides of everybody and how they handle adversity. Jack Quaid, I do feel like we all grew this season. Sorry, just a quivery one. I think the writers just made every season so cool. I love how these characters are constantly changing and they're evolving. And it's an honor to be on the show. It's awesome. And Mike McMahon, there's a lot of growth, a lot of comedy, a lot of Star Trek. We try to have it all in there. Oh, I love that picture of them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love it. They all look so cool. Look at that green dress on Noelle. Don Lewis being a captain. We got Mike McMahon. We got Tawny Newman. Newsom. I always get confused because her Twitter handle tries to confuse us with Trondy Newman.
Yeah,
I know.
And you got Jack Quaid.
And Jack Quaid's gotten a lot of publicity lately since he's also in The Boys too, as the main character for that. So
he looks so much like his dad in that picture.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Right.
Interesting.
So fun that his mom is Meg
Genetics.
Ryan too.
I know. I love
Yeah,
that.
no, you could see her there too.
I didn't know his mom
are
was
amazing.
Meg Ryan.
Yep.
She was in the live
Yeah.
chat for the Lower Decks premiere once.
She
one
was.
moment.
Yeah. The first season.
And she's in our live chat right now too. Everybody say hello to Meg
Meg
Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah, I don't think so. She brought Tom Hanks too. No, I'm kidding.
Do they have mail?
We can have we can have a rom-com from the 90s back.
Maybe they're Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, maybe it's Joe versus the volcano.
Maybe.
All right. JR Poole says, OMG, Doc Mohammed Noor for the reading win. Okay. Well, we've got time to hit a couple more news
I
items.
just sent you, I just screenshotted it, that Star Trek had, so this kind of came up in the Lower Decks season. I sent it to Facebook Messenger. This kind of came up in the Lower Decks season trailer. I keep getting trailer and teaser. Trailer from San Diego Comic-Con, where people were like enlarging Easter eggs all over the place. And in addition to, at one point, either Rutherford or Tendi, they're wearing a hat to go with their Jake shirt. And the hat was like, everybody started like doing screenshot comparisons of Zephyr Cochrane's like black skull cap with like the bedazzled like studs around the rim.
From the movie, yeah.
Yeah, and then Star Trek just they just like tweeted out a movie post or like a show poster, and it's Tendi wearing one of those hats. And that was like this afternoon. So all the comments are a buzz like, ooh, what does this mean? Like, why is everyone wearing these hats suddenly?
Oh yeah.
It's the Zephyr Cochrane hat from First Contact. Pretty badass.
Obviously, season's anybody's game. I just can't wait till August 25th. I mean, I don't think I can pull it off that well.
No, but you could put it on pretty well.
I think she pulls it off better than Zephyr Cochrane.
That is not, that's not possible. There's no way that that's a thing. That's not a real, everybody knows James Cromwell is the coolest dude ever.
Sorry.
Pretty cool.
Ooh.
He was at Mission Chicago back in April.
Oh, I missed that. Did you get a chance to say hello?
I didn't see him.
Oh my
You
God.
say that'll do, Jamie.
The best was everybody saying that in their comments about the picture, the photo op. Oh my God, it was so cute.
All right. So, well, there's a little bit more Picard news, but I think you've basically heard it all. I think we should move forward and talk about the week ahead, everybody. Because there's a lot of goodies to talk about in the week ahead. Let's see. Oh, BL says James Cromwell and his protesting at Starbucks. Yes, good knowledge, BL. James Cromwell is a rad dude, and I love him so much. All right. So Emery's like, I'm just gonna look at my phone.
Sorry, no, that was cool, but I was just thinking about like when it happened, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to go see him," but then we were doing main viewer during, because it was downstairs. But I was reminded in the live chat that Tom Hanks is a big Star Trek fan, so it could be
good
possible.
knowledge. Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah, I love that.
All right, so everybody, here is the week in Star Trek fun. Monday, that was yesterday.
Yes. You want to do the trivia question first?
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you are so right. This might be the last one we have, unless they have another one for Star Trek Day, because we got it on Star Trek Day. No, here's the thing, everybody at home. On Star Trek Day in September 8th, 2021, ta-da, we got this cool trivia game. And I remember we did 4 the first time, meaning that we've got really, only 49 weeks with which to work. So that means we probably have a couple left.
You got the TNG ones to hold us over if you want to.
Beautiful. So here is the Star Trek Day question of the week. And it goes a little something like this. Who is the youngest captain in Starfleet history? Is it A, James T. Kirk? Is it B, Catherine Janeway? Is it C, Wesley Crusher, or is it D, Christopher Pike?
It's E, Nog.
I was just about to say they forgot one.
Yep, E, Nog.
Yeah.
E Char.
Oh,
E Char. E Cheb. Is there a third one that starts with an E? E.
Ewok.
sure. There's like an
Ewok.
Inara.
Ewok. Enar.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Different spelling, but works.
All right, totally different spelling. Okay, so on Monday, the Seventh Rule released our full review of Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 5, Chrysalis. You guys, you know you love Chrysalis. You remember Chrysalis, the one where they're like, do, re, mi, fa, ta, whatever, that scene. But
So funny that you picked
whatever. Whatever, we reviewed
like
it.
Bashir's behavior.
And the review is going to be amazing. You guys are going to love it. Go to the Seventh Rule right now on YouTube, actually in a few minutes, and check out our review of Chrysalis. Melissa Longo is joining us in that review, so it's extra cool. Thank goodness she was there. Now, tomorrow on Falling Towers, Watch the First podcast. That's going to be on the Falling Tower YouTube channel. We are reviewing, oh boy, what's next? The Flash on Netflix. The Flash on Netflix. You love it. It's superhero month on Falling Tower. All superhero all the time. Dr. Noor here is our special guest co-host. And our guests that day are Darth Shuey, who's an actor, and Desmond Heck, who is also an actor. We review The Flash. Did you like The Flash, Mohammed?
Can't say.
Spoilers.
There's actually a lot of spoiler warning. If you watch the episode, there's a lot of spoilers about later in the season in that episode too. So,
So everybody go to the Falling Tower channel. That is tomorrow, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be talking superhero mess, and Mohammed's going to be wearing a pretty cool shirt in that episode, if I remember correctly. Now, Thursday, nothing on Thursday. Sorry, because we have no new Star Trek. But 2 Thursdays from now, we will have a new Lower Decks review at 6 p.m. Pacific time, just raring and waiting and ready to go for you. Okay. Now, Friday on this channel right here, the Virtual TrekCon channel at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're doing a bonus Orville and Chill. That is our Star Trek and Chill show. But right now we're doing the Orville and Chill. We're going to be closing out season 3, which was New Horizons. Melissa, myself, Anne-Marie, meteorologist Katie,
Charlene Schmidt.
Charlene Schmidt is confirmed. You're right. She's going to be joining us for sure. We might have 1 or 2 other special guests. And so join us there. Charlene Schmidt actually was the first person to use this on a show, right?
oh,
Yes, it was the name of her podcast. I think in like 2012 or something very early.
oh,
She had a
To the
Voyager
Journey.
podcast called To the Journey, it turns out. So that's pretty
Hundreds of
cool.
episodes.
very cool.
Pretty
She made Voyager
badass.
cool again.
So check that out, everybody. That's going to be live on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then lastly, Sunday morning, this coming Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, that's 12 noon Eastern time. What do we have for them, Johnny? Oh boy. We have Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 10, entitled It's Only a Paper Moon. This is the one that gets everybody's goat. So everybody watch It's Only a Paper Moon and then go check out the 7th Rule review. That is on the 7th Rule YouTube
Okay,
channel.
strings.
Check that out. That's a full week.
And
All right.
and hello to Tracker Rex in the live chat.
Dracorex, we were just talking about you
Yeah.
and your podcast, Shore Leave. So Dracorex, feel free to promote the podcast in this live chat right now so that people can go to that and check it out and hear all the cool knowledge bombs that you and Jesse dropped, as well as the dumb jokes that I dropped. And it's time for the answer to the question. I think everybody answered correctly. It is Christopher Pike, D. No, it's James Kirk. Everybody knows.
Nog.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with Melissa.
Big week.
Still Nog.
Big week. Right now, everybody's going like, Ryan, what's your hurry? You still got 7 more minutes. Well,
You
I got to
still film it
drive a
do.
big van over to Paramount and do a bunch of fun stuff and play with a bunch of cool things like this. Ooh, love those.
Letting you go early means people get their backer kits that much sooner.
Mhm.
Yep. So anyway, Melissa Longo, can you tell everybody where they can find you online today?
At Melissa Longo. Easy peasy.
Is there a street address for that? Is Melissa Longo, 777 Parkway Avenue. Now, at Melissa Longo on social media, that is, everybody. So go check that out. What about you, Dr. Noor?
I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Mofnoor, M like Michael, A, F like Frank, N like November, OOR, or on YouTube as Biotrekkie, BIOTREKKIE. Thank you.
Does anybody know the other month that starts with an N besides November? Anne-Marie, where can everybody find you?
Twitter at Anne-Marie Siegel 1.
Oh, Dracorex says, Anne-Marie, you're the best.
No, you're the best, Marina. I can't wait to see you in Vegas.
Back of the Head says,
Wait a minute. Is
That's our
Back of
good
the
buddy.
Head?
John Orchiola in the house.
Yeah.
Screen Rant's own John Orchiola is here. Says, it's only a paper moon. Was Mad Men before Mad Men? Good knowledge there. Everybody, you can find me right here on the Virtual Trek Con YouTube channel, or Falling Tower YouTube channel, or the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, or any of those on social media, Falling Tower, Virtual Trek Con, and the Seventh Rule. You guys, go over to the Seventh Rule and subscribe. It was Sirach's birthday just a couple days ago. There's no better way to say happy birthday, Sirach, than to go subscribe to a show, go to our audio podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and in the comments say happy birthday, Sirach. I didn't listen to the show, but I want you to have a happy birthday, or whatever you want to say, or listen to the show. But
listen to the show,
Yeah.
because you'll be glad that you did.
And like and subscribe to this one too. And comment.
Yeah, so we can have a pizza party.
Ryan's like, uh-oh, what's the threshold here?
No, when's our pizza party? What do we have to
When's
reach?
our pizza party?
What's our goal for a pizza party?
How many subscribers do we have right now?
Like
98,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
100?
100,000.
98,000 something.
Yeah, we need a pizza party with go-karts.
Go-karts.
All right.
Wow. Going all
When
in.
we hit 100,000, we'll do it. We're almost there, you guys. All right, so we will see a lot of you at Star Trek Las Vegas. We will see hopefully a lot of you on Friday on our live show that's coming up in just 3 days. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about the Orville, close the book on that. We're going to talk a little bit about Star Trek as well. I think that's about it. Everybody's going crazy for Pizza the Hut and for the Seventh Rule and Pizza Party and all that. So thank you all very much for joining us. Remember that if you want news on the Voyager documentary, well, actually, no, you should just go to voyagerdocumentary.com or Backer Kit, or just go through the right channels there, go to their social media and check that out. But if you want to talk about pizza parties, or no, that's the Brothers Hageman and the Star Trek Prodigy.
And soon to
room.
be virtual TrekCon.
Yeah, what do we
I'm
got?
speaking it into existence.
When you want to speak things to in existence, put it on the main viewer.